Today I would like to make a public apology to the late, great Aaliyah Dana Halton, born January 16th, 1979 to August 25th, 2001, known as Aaliyah. She was an American singer, actress. She has been credited with helping to redefine the contemporary R&B, pop, and hip-hop, and her nickname was Princess of R&B. Aaliyah, we failed you. We failed you, and you never got the justice that you deserve. And for that, I would like to give my sincere apologies from my heart to yours. Princess, you deserve better. I went to the official Aaliyah.com, and I'm going to read from the biography, and I believe it's written by her parents. When considering Aaliyah's track record, it's befitting that her name means the highest, most exalted one, the best. Her parents, Diane and Michael, decided on the name based on the high hopes and expectations that would have if they had a daughter. Her success as both recording artist and actress actually makes the name of self-fulfilling prophecy. Aaliyah made her dreams come true. At the age of 22, she not only had a very successful recording career, but also established herself as a motion picture actress and an accomplished businesswoman. From an early age, Aaliyah found satisfaction in her music. When she didn't win the youth vocal competition on Star Search as a preteen, she didn't let it deter her from continuing on to sing. In fact, at the age of 11, she landed a 5-night stint performing with Gladys Knight in Las Vegas. Born in Brooklyn, New York, she was raised between Detroit and New York and eventually became a client with Abrams Artists. She graduated from the Detroit Performing Arts School in 1997 with a 4.0 GPA. She credits her education success to the support from her family, her mother, who was a teacher that homeschooled her, Dr. Sylvia Twyman, Dr. Denise Cotton, the Education Guidance Center, Dr. David Sneed, Superintendent of Detroit Schools, who approved Aaliyah's program, with Dr. Cotton and her parents, and Jennifer Vandenbrooks, who also assisted in her education. College was definitely in her plans. In 1994, at the age of 14, Aaliyah released her first album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. It was an instant success. The first single, Back and Forth, was the top 5 on the Billboard's Hot 100 and a number 1 R&B song. The follow-up single, a remake of the Isley Brothers' At Your Best, You Are Loved, reached top 10 on the Billboard's Hot 100 and was number 2 at R&B Radio. I still remember how nervous I was right before Back and Forth came out, she says. I kept wondering if people would accept it. When it went gold, I had my answer, and it was such an incredible, satisfying feeling. The acceptance of her music inspired other female teen singers to follow in her footsteps. Her taste in fashion still influences her fans and other artists. Teen Vogue once wrote, Aaliyah set the prototype for a young female artist of the 90s. Her trademark baggy pants and oversized shirt simply reflected the sense of style she developed as a child. She always loved wearing her father and brother's clothes. She said she was never going to wear a dress or carry a purse. As we know, that eventually changed. Just remember the MTV Awards when she won her award and took center stage in her Robert Cavalli dress with her beloved brother. In 1996, Aaliyah released her second record, One in a Million. The first single, If Your Girl Only Knew, went double platinum and continues Timberland beats and Missy lyrics. 4-page letter, Hot Like Fire, were also received. I love working with Timberland, Aaliyah said. He understands what I can do and always wants to try new things. We have great chemistry and we are musical soulmates. Jermaine Dupri, Rodney Jerkins, Jay Dibbs, Daryl Simmons, KG, Vincent Herbert, and Craig King were also involved in the producing of One in a Million. The album was multi-platinum and an international hit. Aaliyah performed throughout Europe, Japan, and South Africa. In Tokyo, concert goers sang the words of all her songs. In Paris, eager fans chanted her name before she took the stage. In 1998, Aaliyah had a huge hit with Are You That Somebody from the Dr. Dolittle soundtrack, produced by Timberland. That song was infectious, known for its sampling of a baby cry. Fans particularly enjoyed the dance moves in the video that were choreographed. Aaliyah's motion picture debut in Romeo Must Die, produced by Joel Silver for Warner Brothers. It's spectacular by any standards. Co-starring Jet Li, the film was a box office success and had led to Aaliyah's huge hit record, Try Again. The Romeo Must Die sold millions of copies and spent weeks atop of the Billboard soundtrack charts. What makes this even more extraordinary is that she is the executive producer for the soundtrack. Aaliyah also had 2 other cuts on the record, including one with DMX. May he rest in peace. Aaliyah was working on her 3rd studio album and selecting her next film roles from the many offers she was receiving. She planned to continue her collaboration with Timberland and was also hoping to work on some more outstanding producers and artists. I studied for 1 month in preparation for the fight scene in Romeo. My brother Rashad and I took some martial art classes when we were young, so I had some knowledge of the process. Jet Li is really amazing. He's such a natural. He just came in, did his part. It only took 3 days to shoot at the MTV Movie Awards this year. A lot of the media asked me if there were any categories that I would like to see added to the awards. Actually, I would. Best hugs and dance scenes. In the movie, Jet Li and I never had a kiss scene, but we did have hot dance sequences. I would never forget Romeo Must Die team and their kindness toward me, my brother, my mom, and dad. Following up on the box office success in Romeo Must Die, Aaliyah started alongside Stuart Townsend, Vincent Perez, and Lena Olin in 2001 film The Queen of the Damned, directed by Michael Rymer. Aaliyah played the title role of Acosta in the supernatural adventure based on the 3rd novel of Anne Rice's Vampire's Chronicle. Aaliyah read all the chronicles and was intrigued by the vampiric information. She even had the opportunity to talk to Anne Rice, who was pleased that she received the role. Aaliyah worked very hard for the role with her speech instructors and mime specialists from Movements. Both were referred to her beloved acting coach, Harold Guskin, who was on the set of Romeo Must Die. Joanne and W.B. Barton worked with her on the set of Queen of the Dams. Aaliyah's last studio album reflected her growth as a person and as an entertainer. The self-titled album, Aaliyah, released in July 2001, debuted at number 2 on the U.S. charts and sold over 2.4 million. On Saturday, August 25th, 2001, we lost our baby girl, Aaliyah Dana Halton. Anthony died, Eric Foreman, Scott Galen, Keith Wallace, Gina Smith, Douglas Kratz, Christopher Milando, and Luis Morales. May their memories never be forgotten. Aaliyah continues to have an impact on the world after her passing the fatal day in 2001. She was a person of virtue, honor, hard work, and love. She was a unique young woman who gave all of herself in whatever she did. Whether it was a charity work, singing, acting, time with her friends, signing autographs, Aaliyah lived her life with a smile on her face and love in her heart. To her family, friends, loved ones, and fans worldwide, Aaliyah will be missed, but will always be remembered. A true angel in every sense of the word. She lives now in our minds, our hearts, and the way we live our lives. In her name, we strive to be the best and make our world a better place. With Aaliyah in our hearts always. I love you, Aaliyah. We failed you, Aaliyah, and for that, I apologize. May you rest in peace. May you live on forever in our hearts. And thank you for just being you.